You don't need a miracle. You are the miracle. And the moment you stop waiting for a sign from heaven and start acting like you've already been chosen, that's the moment your life begins to change. We spend so much of our lives waiting. Waiting for clarity. Waiting for confidence. Waiting for someone to tell us we're ready. But what if I told you that waiting is the very thing holding you back? That the blessing you've been praying for isn't coming from the outside, it's already inside you. You're not waiting for God to show up. God is waiting for you to move. I want you to imagine this. You're sitting in church. The choir is singing. The stained glass windows are glowing with sunlight. You bow your head and whisper, "God, give me a sign." And then, silence. No thunder. No lightning. Just your own heartbeat. That's the sign. That's the sound of life. That's the sound of purpose. That's the sound of a soul that's already been called. Mel Robbins says, you don't need motivation. You need a decision. And that decision is your first act of faith. It's not about being fearless. It's about being faithful. It's about choosing to believe that you were created for something more, even when you can't see it yet. There's a story in every scar. A lesson in every loss. A blessing in every battle. And if you're watching this right now, I want you to know, you are not broken. You are becoming. You are not behind. You are being prepared. You are not forgotten. You are being refined. Mel's famous 5-second rule isn't just a productivity trick, it's a spiritual principle. The moment you feel called to act, you count 5-4-3-2-1 and move before your brain talks you out of it. That's not just neuroscience. That's divine timing. That's faith in motion. Think about how many times you felt a nudge in your spirit. A whisper to forgive. A pull to start something new. A quiet voice saying, "Go." And then your mind kicks in. The fear. The doubt. The excuses. But what if you moved before the fear had a chance to speak? What if you trusted that the voice inside you was holy? You see, we've been taught to wait for permission. But God already gave it. He gave you breath. He gave you vision. He gave you the ability to choose. You don't need to be chosen. You already are. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be present. You don't need to be fearless. You need to be faithful. There's a blessing in every challenge. Mel says that. And it's true. The Bible is full of people who were broken before they were blessed. David was overlooked. Ruth was widowed. Paul was imprisoned. And yet, they changed the world. Not because they were perfect, but because they moved. Because they believed. Because they acted. Your anxiety? It's the birthplace of empathy. Your failure? It's the soil where resilience grows. Your doubt? It's the doorway to deeper faith. You don't need to hide your wounds. You need to worship with them. Because the church isn't just a building. It's you. It's your story. It's your scars. It's your strength. Stop asking for a sign. Start being one. You are the sermon someone else needs to hear. You are the answer to someone else's prayer. You are the light in someone else's darkness. And when you choose to rise, you give others permission to rise too. Faith without action is just a wish. But faith with action? That's a breakthrough. That's the moment heaven touches earth. That's the moment your life shifts from waiting to walking. From hoping to healing. From surviving to thriving. So today, don't just listen. Don't just nod. Move. Call that person. Start that dream. Forgive that wound. Pray like it's already answered. Live like you're already blessed. Because you are. You are not waiting for a blessing. You are the blessing. You are not waiting for a miracle. You are the miracle. You are not waiting for God to show up. God is waiting for you to move. Mel Robbins reminds us that transformation doesn't happen in comfort, it happens in courage. And courage isn't loud. Sometimes, it's a whisper. Sometimes, it's a quiet decision to try again. Sometimes, it's just showing up when you'd rather hide. So show up. For yourself. For your calling. For your future. Because the world needs what you've been hiding. The world needs your voice. The world needs your story. The world needs your light. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to start. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to move. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment. This is the moment. This is your sign. This is your blessing. And if no one has told you lately, let me be the one. You are worthy. You are ready. You are chosen. You are loved. Now go be it.